Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So first of all, I'll probably look a bit different because my hair's actually straight for once. I bought a brand new hair straightener and I'm in love because I missed having my straight hair. But second of all, welcome to this week's video. So obviously got my bookshelves behind me. Recently I did a massive unhaul of books and I ended up getting rid of 56 books. Now quite a few of them have already sold on my Vinted because I did this about a week ago, but there's still some up there, and I've also filmed myself basically cleaning up my room and also unhauling the books that were on my shelf. So I will now insert that clip here. So as you probably saw, I removed quite a few books from my shelf, and I have already sold quite a few of them, but these are the ones that I have left. So starting off with, we have Little Women by, I think it's Louisa May Alcott. I'm never going to read this. I bought this purely for the fact that I wanted to have a classic book on my TBR, but I'm never going to read it because I have no interest in it, so I'm selling it. I think I've got it for like £12 or something on my Vinted, but yeah, I'll also have my Vinted account linked below, so if you want to look at any of these books, if you might be interested, then go ahead. Next up we have A Marvellous Light by Freya Marske. I reread the blurb and I just wasn't interested in the slightest. Like, I've had this book for so long and I've never even considered picking it up, so it's definitely one that is going because I'm not going to read it, and it's been there for years, and I was being very brutal in this unhauling. The last hardback on this list is my copy of I'm Glad My Mum Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I read this at the end of last year. I really did enjoy this book, but I know I'm not going to read it again, someone else can enjoy this book because it is really, really good and I did really enjoy it. But yeah, no, that is another one that is going. Next up we have You Again by Lauren Lane. I don't even know what this is about. I got this in the 3 for £6 from the works because I needed an extra book because I didn't want to just get two, and I just got this. But I have no interest in it, and like I've not even looked at it or considered picking it up. So that's another one that's going. I'm probably just going to quick fire through a lot of these because they all have the same reason as to why I'm getting rid of them. 8 Perfect Hours, same thing. I got it in the 3 for £6, no interest, not going to read. Next we have A Cuban Girl's Guide to Tea and Tomorrow. This one is because it's YA. And now there's nothing wrong with YA books. Anyone can read a YA book. I just personally have no interest in them. I don't enjoy YA books anymore. And the only ones I do enjoy are ones that are like part of like my soul, basically. So for example, the Heartstopper books, they mean a lot to me. I reread them every single year. I have done ever since the first time I read them. Also like the Magpie Society duology, that's a series that got me out of a 4-year reading slump, so it has a special place in my heart. And yeah, just anything like that, it's just kind of, they mean a lot to me, so I'm going to keep them. But this, no interest, not going to read. The next two are Blackout and Whiteout. These are two books full of short stories by the same group of authors. I read Blackout, I think 2 years ago, and honestly it wasn't for me. Well, no, actually no, I really enjoyed it when I read it, but I've had Whiteout for a while and I just have no interest in it again. So yeah, that is another one that is going. Next up we have my Fairy Loot edition of Afterlove. This is actually also signed by the author. I got this in a Fairy Loot box when I used to subscribe to them, and I've never even thought about picking it up, honestly. So yeah, that's another one that's gone, sprayed edges, signed. It's like a £5 on my thingy. Now, some of these are ones that I got because of BookTok, and I bought them just because they were BookTok recommendations, but I've realised I don't tend to like BookTok recommendations. So, the next one is The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. No interest. Next up is Wranglestone by Darren Charlton. Another YA, not going to read. Next up, this one has a different reasoning. This one is called Kissing Emma. I don't really, I read the blurb of this book and I didn't realise what it was about when I bought it, but now I've reread it again. It's about a topic that I know would cause me anxiety and would trigger me, so I'm not going to read it. So that is one that is definitely going. And then we also have Malibu Rising, another one that BookTok told me to get. It just doesn't appeal to me when I read the blurb. Also, it has very nice ombre sprayed edges, so you know. And then the last one was The Dog Share. Well, no, I've got 3 more books. The next one is The Dog Share by Fiona Gibson. It was another 3 for £6 from the works. I just picked it up because I needed an extra book. The final 3 is this duology, which is What If It's Us and Here's to Us. These are both YA, and they are gay rom-coms, but like I said, I'm not into YA books anymore, and I bought these when I was still reading YA, but recently my reading has changed quite a bit, so I'm just not going to read them, and someone else can enjoy them because they're brand new and they've never been read. And then finally, the last one we have is Not That Kind of Ever After. I picked it up from the works a while ago because it looked interesting, but then when I reread the blurb, I had no interest. So yeah, that is the last book. All of these are on my Vinted, which is linked below. I'm going to leave all of them up there for a month, and then if no one buys them, then I'm just going to take them to a charity shop or something and just donate them, because I'll ask my friends if they want any of them and I'll just give them to them. But yeah, that is all the books. I also had a load of other ones that I've already sold. Like I said, I unhauled 56 books in total, and that is just what's the remainders of it left. So yeah, that is it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you thought in the comments below. And I will be back again next week with a shelf tour, because this is something that was actually requested by one of my lovely friends, because I was on a TikTok live and she said she wanted a tour of my shelves. So Chloe, that is coming. That will be next week's video.